I really want to get some good quality time in with Craig. The last time we hung out, he was so busy with the kids and fending off flirty mums that I feel like we barely talked. Ever since the first time we hung out, I've been trying to get up a little early for runs. I don't think I'm going to be as embarrassing as last time. Maybe I'll even be able to catch up with him now. I type out a message to him on Dadbook. Hey man, been training on my run game recently. Ready for a round or two? Craig responds almost immediately. Dude, of course. Emojis. I don't know why you didn't just send an emoji rather than type it out. Another message pops into my inbox from Craig. Let's meet up early tomorrow morning for my favourite morning activity, brunch. I type back. Brunch? What's that? You run and then you get brunch. Craig and I agree to a time to meet in the morning and I have a chance to spend the evening hanging out with Amanda. So, we doing pizza tonight? Again, can't we do like a salad night? Dad, are you on a health kick? Not yet. I formed a committee to examine the possibility of being on a health kick. They haven't returned with their findings. Dad, if you go on a health kick, then I have to go on a health kick by virtue of being under the same roof as you. I don't know if I have the constitution for that. The committee is still out. The committee isn't back with its findings yet. This is a multi-year assessment on several bureaucratic levels. Well, Amanda picks up the phone and stares at me, unblinking as she dials. Hi, yes, can I get an extra large pizza with chicken, bacon, extra cheese and tomatoes, and a couple of the garlic sauce cups? Amanda, you're going a little north here. Oh, look at that. Nobody in particular. Look at that. Amanda orders dips with her pizza. My big poncho blanket just knocked something down. Yuck. Sorry. Okay. Alright, can you maybe throw some leaves on there or something? Yeah, he's going on a health kick. Yeah, Rico, I know. It's tragic. Amanda listens for a second. Hold on, I'll ask. Again, Dad, is oregano a salad? Oregano is not a salad. Can't blame me for trying. Now, Rico, I'm talking to my dad. We'll just go with a meat lover's fantasy. Sure, say hi to the wife and kids for me. Amanda hangs up. Rico says hey. The food gets delivered and we plop down on the couch to eat some za. I'm sorry, I don't care how cool you think it is, and I don't care how lame it makes me seem. Calling it za is fucking lame. It's lame. I do not accept your judgment. Okay. Just be careful, running is a gateway drug. It's a slippery slope, Dad. First you go on a couple of light jogs and before you know it, you're converting the garage into a home gym and renewing your subscription to some sort of weekly kombucha delivery service. Question. Shoot. What's kombucha? Okay, so you aren't too far gone yet. I'm just giving you a hard time, Pops. I'm really happy you're running more and caring about your health. I want to keep you around for as long as possible. Thanks, kiddo. Speaking of which, I'm running with Craig tomorrow. You're going to be able to keep up with him? Hey. Probably not. We laugh and eat more pizza than is probably healthy in the name of carbo loading. I call it a night early so that I'm ready for tomorrow. When I first started running in the mornings, it was pretty hellish. Now that I'm a few sessions in, it admittedly has become a little bit easier, despite that it's always ending in me dry heaving over a trash can. Isn't that what the runner's high is? Just dry heaving? I lace up my tennis shoes, throw on a t-shirt from a winter summit I went to 20 years ago, and head out the door to a moderate jog. Craig is already outside with Rivers strapped to his chest. He's dressed head to toe in colour-coordinated running gear. Wow, I look like a total schlub next to this guy. Hey, bro. Morning, Craig. River gonna be running with us? Best as she can. We're taking it to the limit, aren't we, kiddo? Goo. Oh, I know what that means. Craig hands her a stuffed toy, which makes her smile ear to ear.
Oh.
That's Arnold the capybara. Sometimes it's the only thing that will get us to stop crying. Oh, I've been there. Amanda had a stuffed panda that she carried around everywhere. She would have a tantrum if we ever tried to wash it. It was gross. So you've been running lately? Every morning for 30 minutes. I'm basically an elite athlete by this point. Ha, well, I'll try and keep up. So where are we headed?
Oh.
I was thinking we could do a couple of laps around the park. Okay, that sounds reasonable.
Oh.
Then we'll do some hill climbs up a slope. Okay, I can probably handle that.
Oh.
And then we'll close it off by doing some wilderness survival hike running to increase our agility. I'm suddenly struck with the overwhelming need to crawl back into bed.
Nice.
That sound okay to you? I usually like to throw some timed murder sprints in there, but I'll go easy on you since you're a beginner. That sounds like something I am able to physically do.
Bro.
Great, let's get started. Sorry. I really needed to do a big hard honk. Craig and I finally arrive at the park. A few other lone joggers make their way around the perimeter and River waves enthusiastically at everyone we pass. It's a lot more peaceful in the mornings. Aside from birds chirping and River gurgling away in the stroller, it's pretty quiet. Alright, good warm-up. That was the warm-up?
Bro.
Bro! Let's start the show.
Bro.
Again, bro! But wait. Craig reaches into his bag and tosses me a water bottle. I fumble it, but thankfully don't drop it. Ah. You're back! You're back to tease me. I think you were right the first time, unless you have spawned in secret. You gotta hydrate, bro. I take a long drink from the water bottle and feel reinvigorated. Man, I don't drink enough water. Hey. I look down and pick up Arnold River's toy and hand it back to her. Must have dropped this.
Oh.
Thanks for looking out, bro.
Hey.
You ready? My body is collapsing in on itself. We finally finish our however many teenth lap around the park. I'm breathing heavily, but I can't believe I actually didn't lose Craig. He's even breathing heavily too, which makes me feel a little better. I look down at my shirt and notice that I'm drenched in sweat. Ha! Almost looks like a frowny face. That's one. What?
Bro.
I'm just kidding. Good hustle out there. I'm really impressed. You're way better than the last time I launched you off a treadmill. Yeah, man, you really pushed me to my limit just now. I can't believe I held on. Sometimes you just need someone there with you to push you or do your absolute best. I'm glad I could be that guy, bro. ... Who's ready for hill climbs? Blab.
Oh.
There's my little cheerleader. David, you ready? Ah! Craig takes me to a separate portion of the park where there's a steep hill that seems to go up forever. I strain my eyes to see some other joggers at the top. So what do we do now? We run up that thing. That looks like a lot. David, there's two things you need to know about this hill. One, don't stop running until you get to the top. And two, Craig points to the top of the hill.
Bro.
That's not the top. Ah! Let's do this.
I don't know.
I finally reached the top of the hill after making my way past what I originally thought was the top of the hill. Once there, I hunch over onto my knees and gasp for air. My lungs are like daggers poking my ribs. I can feel my heart in my ears. River, I'm having a moment, please. Whoo boy. Craig looks like he's taken a beating as well. Ha, so he is human. David, put your arms on your head and stretch out your elbows. It'll help you breathe better. I do as Craig says. It feels a little better, but I'm still in agony.
Oh.
And here. Craig tosses me the water bottle again. I hydrate like my life depends on it. Thanks, dude.
Hey.
Phenomenal work. You feel that lightness in your head? That's the runner's high. Oh, that's it. I thought I was just, dying. Want to take it slow for a bit? I would like that very much. As we're catching our breath, River starts crying.
Oh.
What's wrong, sweet pea? Do you want to play with Arnold? Craig looks around us.
Hey.
Oh boy, man down. I think we lost Arnold. River keeps wailing.
Nice.
I've abandoned my child's toy. We gotta find him, dude. It should be simple, right? We just gotta retrace our steps. I remember River last having it down at the bottom of the hill.
Nice.
Craig and I jogged down the path, searching high and low for the stuffed capybara, which Craig takes the time to explain to me is a large rodent native to South America. It's a huge guinea pig. We get to the place where River might have dropped it, but it's nowhere to be found. Looks like we've got a mystery on our hands. We have to get to the bottom of this. I suspect foul play. Looks like this is a prime case for world-renowned detective Lister.
Oh.
Dude, it's time for a bro adventure. A bro venture!
Oh.
We high-five and decide to jog back to the park to see if we can find any leads. So it looks like there's a couple more places to check and some bros around here that we could interrogate. Sounds good.
Hey.
Wait, who's good cop and who's bad cop? I think about it for a second. Well, I think with your stature and overall resilience, you would make an intimidating bad cop. But on the other hand, you do have an adorable baby strapped to your chest, so that softens the edges a bit. All valid points. I think you would make a great good cop because of your congenial attitude and willingness to try new things. But then again, I've seen how you get when there are too many commercial breaks during a show. You have the potential to be scary bad cop. I don't want to have to watch meat hell in 3-minute segments with 5 minutes of commercials in between. And they're loud. The commercials are too loud. I just want to watch my shows in peace without people yelling at me to buy wiper fluid and stuff.
Hey.
Case in point. Let's play it moment by moment.
Oh.
Smart.
Nice.
So, where to, bro-tective? To the playground. We make our way over to a small playground at the edge of the park. A couple of kids play on the jungle gym while parents watch on the nearby benches. Over on one of the benches, I spot a familiar face. Look for clues. Craig and I, 2 grown adults, walk onto the playground and begin examining it meticulously for clues. There's no forensic evidence here, no stray capybara hairs at least. After searching fruitlessly for some time, we look up. All the parents are staring at us. We smile and wave as we awkwardly sink away. We head back to the playground. Try to calm River down. This is a pretty nice playground. Might as well get a couple of swings in. What about Arnold? Maybe having a little swing might calm River down. Might buy us some more time. You're right. She's about to go nuclear. This place might prepare her to the possibility of us not being able to find Arnold. Life is cruel and tough, but at least we will always have swings. Craig straps River into the baby swing and gives her a gentle push. She giggles. I take a seat on the swing next to her and immediately realise that I'm stuck. River seems to love that. Craig eventually helps me out of the swing and we decide to get back to the investigation. We head back to the playground. I don't want to talk to Joseph. Move to another part of the park. Where to now, bro? The field? They didn't go to the woods. Why would it be in the woods? We wander out to a grassy field at the centre of the park. There isn't a whole lot to see, but there's a few figures camped out on a blanket, and the grass could hold any number of secrets. Matt! Let's talk to Matt and his daughter. Carmencita spots us from across the way and waves. She's sitting down with her dad on a sunny green patch of grass. We jog over. Hey, dudes! There we go. We can pause on Matt. We can pause on Matt while I blow my nose. Matt and his lovely hands. Matt's got very good hands. Okay. Hey, dudes. Hey, bro. We just sat down for a picnic. Want some snacks? Got anything to increase my glycogen reserves? We have apple slices. Thank you very much, tiny bro, but I should be fine. You guys working out? Good day for it. Yep, I'm the picture of health and athleticism. Good transition, David. So you haven't seen the stuffed capybara around here anywhere, have you? What's a capybara? It's a large rodent that's native to South America. Wait a second, how do you know what a capybara is? You wouldn't happen to have hands-on experience with one recently, would you? We learned about capybaras in the 4th grade. I think it's more suspicious than that you know what a capybara is.
Hey, yeah.
Oh my god. What if I took Arnold? What if I'm the culprit and I just don't remember? I quickly checked my body for any Polaroids I might have kept on my person to remind me of who to trust and who not to trust. I saw Memento once and I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Nothing. But what if that's what I wanted myself to think? No, David, don't let them win. I shake off the 4. I saw a couple of squirrels over by that tree, though I don't know that helps, but you might want to see some cute squirrels. You should definitely check it out. Thanks. The hot squirrel tip, Carmencita. Well, we better get moving. Gotta find that capybara before River here has a breakdown.
Hey.
Good luck. Let me get some apples for the road, though. Carmencita hooks me up with some road slices, and we're on the way. I need to do it again. I'm sorry. Oh, that's a little bit better. Do you know what I probably... that's the thing, though. I was going to say, you know what I should probably do? A lozenge is probably going to help. But then I'm going to have to read all the dialogue with a finger in my mouth. Please forgive me for talking with a sucker. We manoeuvre back to the field. Look for clues. We carefully comb through the field of grass and flowers. I can't seem to find much beside a couple of ladybugs and a nickel. While I'm looking, Craig calls out to me from across the field. David!
Oh, man.
I jog over. Craig is kneeling in the grass inspecting something. I approach, my heart in my throat. As I lean over Craig, I see it. This is Arnold's leg. I put my hand over River's eyes. No one should have to be subjected to this senseless violence. My God, who or what would do this?
Oh, man.
I don't know, but now I think we might be dealing with something beyond our grasp. I can't look at this anymore. I turn around trying to wipe the image of the stuffing strewn across the ground from my mind. We're running out of time. We may already be too late. Bag and tag it. Let's keep moving. We manoeuvre back to the field. I have to do it now. Now that he's made me laugh. Interrogate River. Wait, let me try this. It's always the culprit you least expect. I get eye to eye with River, who still looks like she's on the verge of tears. I want to be good cop with River. Hey, sweetie, believe me, nobody wants you to find your capybara more than me, but we need more clues, and I think somewhere in that baby brain of yours you might have something that will lead us to the perp. So what do you say, kiddo? Bleh. I turn to Craig. We're getting nowhere with the witness. Back to the field. Check out the squirrels. Where did the suspect say the squirrels would be again? The tree. Ah, there they are. Carmencita was telling the truth. There are some rad squirrels. River seems happy. This may have bought us some extra time. I've deduced where we should go next. Woods. We make our way to the outskirts of the park. There are a couple of benches by the dense tree line. Looks like Robert's here all by himself. Robert and Craig again. I am trying to get Robert and Craig together. They're not my side quest in this game. This also seems like the perfect place to look for clues. Look for clues. Craig and I search through the outskirts of the woods, hoping to find anything that might lead us to Arnold. There are a couple of cigarettes and empty beer cans scattered around the thicket. This is probably the hotspot for edgy teens to hang out at night and say swears and stuff. Say swears! But it doesn't look like there was any recent activity that might be capybara related. This might be a dead end, partner bro. Interrogate Robert. Maybe Robert saw something. We walk over to Robert's bench. Hey, Rob.
Oh.
Don't call me that. Okay. Hi, Robert. Don't call me that either. Okay. Hey, buddy.
Huh.
What are you up to?
Oh.
Thinking. This is my thinking bench. I have to get a solid 2 or 3 hours of brooding in per day, filling quotas. Have you by any chance seen a small stuffed capybara around? A capybara is... It's a large rodent native to South America, I know. So have you seen one? A stuffed one? Not a real one. That would be weird. Be a bad cop. Alright, Robert, we've been nice. Help us out or I'm gonna go off. Learn how to fight and then come back here to kick your ass. You learning how to fight, please. Well, fine. If you don't tell us what we want to hear, I'm going to spoil the season finale of Long Haul Paranoia Ice Road Ghost Truckers.
Really?
You're bluffing. Really? My buddy here doesn't play by the rules. David will do it. Callum and Flint crash into a haunted... Stop. You're a monster. Robert sighs. I haven't seen any goddamn capybara, okay? Damn. We return to the woods. I want to go back to Robert again. Time to grill Robert again. We walk over to Robert's bench. Oh, Christ, one now. Do it again. Robert, I'm going to keep being vaguely threatening until you tell us something useful. I told you I haven't seen a capybara. What is your guy's damage? Damn again. Oh, Christ, what now? Okay, we do good cop. Come on, Robert. The sooner you tell us what you know, the sooner we can let you get back to brooding.
Oh.
Bad cop time, Robert. If you don't help us, I'm going to put you in a headlock. He'd love that, Craig. Is that a threat or a promise? I told you! Robert is into Craig! I don't know that Craig knows this, but Robert is into Craig. Oh, I want Robert and Craig together.
Oh.
Whoa, slow down.
Hey.
Back off. We return to the woods. I would love to troll and just keep going back to... I'm gonna. Oh my God, we've got another bag. Robert, I'm going to keep being vaguely threatened. Oh, is this just going to repeat us? Okay, we're on a repeat. Oh. River's screeching louder than ever. I'm exhausted. Craig is exhausted.
Nice.
Ah, buddy, I got a rain check on brunch. I need to get River home and calm her down. Alright. Good luck, bro. Thanks, bro. Okay, so did me playing with Robert mess that up and we didn't find the capybara because of me? I head back to the cul-de-sac alone and head inside the house. God, I'm ready for a shower, a gallon of water, and a nap. I bet Amanda's still asleep.
Oh.
Crack open the door to find her still in bed, sleepily scrolling through her phone. Morning? Afternoon, actually. Right, how was brunch? Well, we had a good time with the run part, but we didn't make it to the rest of the portmanteau. Huh? To brunch. We didn't make it to brunch. Somehow we lost River's toy capybara on our run. A capybara is... Dad, don't patronise me about giant rodents. I know. Sorry. Anyway, we looked everywhere for the damn thing, but Craig had to get River home before she went berserk. So the run went well, though. I was a little worried about... Oh! Fruity Wizard. What an awesome name. Dutch! So, oh my goodness. Hello, thank you. I have a cold, by the way, sorry. How was your stream? Oh my goodness. Thank you. What were you doing? Were you having lots of mischievous fun? Oh, cool. That's the Honey, I Shrunk the Kids looking game, right? I know which one I want. Oh, have I frozen? I know which one I want, but whenever I date him, I get like a B rating. And when I date the people I'm not that interested in, I get like an S tier score. So I'm very confused. I'm actually trying to hook up two of the other dads. I'm trying to hook up the jock dad, the bro dad, and the brooding biker dad. I think that they should be together. Oh dear me, I'm having a very snotty stream, I'm afraid. I'm sorry. I'm trying to mute every time I have to pause to blow my nose. And I'm sucking on a lozenge. So I'm also talking with my mouth full. You chose a fantastic time to raid. Thank you. Okay. I forgot what they're talking about. It was rough at first, but ended up being a piece of cake. I actually feel pretty great. My legs give out. I find myself on the floor in the hallway. I'm just going to hang out here for a while. You take your time getting up. Oh, dear me. Okay, so what do we do? We didn't find the toy. I think we were supposed to. Yeah, so that wasn't a very good date. I think we weren't supposed to keep on annoying Robert. I think we were supposed to find the toy, and we didn't. I'm sorry, tiny baby. I'm sorry we lost your toy. Oh, I was going to say, am I frozen? But it's just a loading screen. It's a beautiful night and the air smells so fresh. Oh, there we go. I decided to take the long way home. I casually stroll through the neighbourhood, taking in sights and sounds of a suburban city with a low crime rate and wide walkable sidewalks at night. I don't like real life dating at all. So that's probably why I'm not very good at judging it. As I approach the bar, I can hear patrons inside cheering. Oh, I bet the game is on. I wonder if my team is playing tonight. I love the sports talk in this. Drop of water hits my head, and now it's lots of drops of water. It's pouring rain. Maybe I should wait this out inside. I order beer from the bar and settle in. It turns out that my team isn't playing tonight, but I can certainly enjoy the game. I love how it's capitalised. The game. Regardless. The bar is unusually crowded, and the feeling of camaraderie over a shared love for the game is making me smile. Sports are nice. I love how clearly this has been written by somebody who does not understand sports. I look over into the corner and spot none other than Mary sitting alone and in the corner nursing a cocktail. Something about her seems different this time. Now that she's by herself and not hanging off some younger guy, she looks so... Thank you, hello. We like the team playing the sports. She looks up and half-heartedly raises her glass to me before staring off into the middle distance. Say hi. I decide to go say hello. I walk over to her booth. She doesn't look up. This seat taken? She still doesn't look up. I take a seat anyways, and she finally notices me. Hey, cowboy. You alright? Never better. She hiccups. Guess she's a little far gone. Tears start welling up in her eyes. She's just realised she's married to that religious dude. Oh. Will you walk a gal home? Walk her home. This is the nicest she's ever been in this game so far. I slide out of the booth. Seems like Mary's having some trouble getting up. I reach out a hand to help her, but she waves me away. He's not gonna... You're not you and... No. There's no hookup happening here. Not with married to the religious dude woman. I got it. She clearly does not got it. You know what? Hang out here for a second. I walk over to the bartender and pay Mary's tab. Hey, I don't know if you remember me, but I live in Mary's cul-de-sac and I'm just making sure she gets home safe tonight. I know you. Yeah, it's nothing weird, just... She usually has one of the bar staff walk her home, but I trust you. She doesn't go home with... I don't really want to say it. One of the guys she meets? Nah. Nah? Ain't her thing. Huh. I head back to the booth. Mary stumbles out of the seat and directly into my arms. It's still raining a little bit. I take off my coat and hold it over Mary's head. Such a gentleman. Let's get you home. Mary and I walk in silence up the street towards the cul-de-sac. I have no idea what to say to her for fear that she might hit on me. Or not. What did the bartender mean by ain't her thing? Sorry you have to see me like this. I'm usually not. I know Joseph doesn't like it when I... Just sorry. It's alright.
Hey.
Hey. I'm sorry if I'm ever mean to you. It's alright. No, it's not. I know it's not. I'm having a really...
Hey.
Forget it. As we get to the cul-de-sac, I can feel Mary starting to slow down. By the time we arrive at the doorstep, she pulls away from me. Wait. Can we just hold on? What's wrong?
Hey, Sarah.
How about another drink? Old time's sake. Come on, Mary. It's bedtime. Mary looks me up and down, giving me a half smile. You're right. She pulls me in close for a hug, holding on to me for a little longer than feels appropriate. She mumbles into my chest. You're a good kid. Thanks for the company. Mary gives me a pat on the back, straightens out her sweater and walks the rest of the way to the front door herself. Huh. Oh. We got some plot.
You've got Dad.
We got some Mary and Joseph plot. Oh, Craig. Craig sent me a message. Hey dude, I've got the runs. Oh, I've got just the thing. I'll head to the store and grab you a real chunky milkshake, cherry licorice, and a book of word jumbles that I find helpful in strenuous times such as these. What? Wouldn't that make it worse? It's not for diarrhea. Milkshakes are just comforting. Wait, what are we talking about this? By I've got the runs, I mean I feel like running. Wanna come with me to the gym? Why do I feel less excited about that than getting you home remedies for diarrhea? Yeah, it was less of a turn-off when we were talking about you having diarrhea, Craig. Come on, man, it'll be fun. You know what? Sure. When are we doing this? There's 30 more minutes left in this meat hell marathon. I'm outside right now. I'm warming up. Okay. At least let me see if Betty gets away from the wolves in time to get her suppressata wrapped cheesecake out of the oven. Suppressata? I have no idea what that is. Suppressata. Nope. Complete blank. Oh, come here. This is a lovely glass, but I feel like my hand is too small to hold it. I need longer fingers. Oh my god, have we got a Craig minigame? I have a Craig minigame. The gym just installed these new virtual jogging treadmills. We'll feel like we're running outdoors. You can see other runners on your screen too. Let's try it out together. Other runners, will I be able to keep up? Don't worry, we're here to cheer each other on. I'll be right there with you.
Nice.
Just get a rhythm going, keep your heart rate up, but don't overexert yourself. You'll do great. I hope it's not a rhythm game. I suck at those. Okay.
That, Dad.
Run that, Dad. What am I doing? Oh, I've got to do this. Why is it represented by those suspicious looking drops at the bottom?
Hey.
Oh, I've got an aubergine. I've turned my suspicious looking drops into an aubergine. Oh. My aubergine disappeared. How did I turn it into an aubergine? What did I do? I have no idea. I have no idea what I'm doing right or wrong. Catch that, Dad. Catch that, Dad. Ask him what he's done with my aubergines. Oh, there's my aubergines. Go, aubergine. Okay. Doesn't have to be an aubergine. I'll take a courgette. Give me something phallic. Come on. Well, I suppose a lighthouse is kind of phallic. Corn on the cob. It's got ridges. That can be satisfying. Come on. Bro. Oh, I'm aubergining. I'm aubergining again. I'm gonna get thumb strain. Oh. I'm glad I don't have to direct it as well. Oh, that's a very suspicious looking waterfall. Craig, where are we going? How long does this go on for? Stop showing off by running backwards. Who's this? Who's this person ahead of us? Catch him. Oh, they're gloating. They're stopping and waving at us. I don't want your pity overtake. I could have overtaken you in real time. Okay. Yeah, okay. I'm aubergining at you. Yeah, see, I overtook that person in real time. Oh, do these flags mean I can stop? Ah! Oh my goodness, S++. Check me out. Way to go. S++.
Welcome.
That means I qualify for the Olympics or something, right? Okay, so I've done 2 dates with Craig, 2 dates with Matt. I can't, if I do a 3rd date with anybody, that locks everybody else out. So we can't do any more dates with them. We can do a Brian, a Robert, or a Hugo. Because I'm not dating the religious guy, and I'm not dating the fake vampire dude. Should we get our nice ginger bear? Let's message Brian. Oh, and I may need to mute for a second. My nose is so sore. I have blown my nose so much. Okay. I have a message from Brian. Hey, Daisy and I are going fishing tomorrow. Are you in or out? Oh no, I've been dreading this day. I accidentally boasted about my abilities as a fisherman to Brian, and now he's challenging me to another dad-off. I've been doing my fishing research online, but I'm nowhere close to being an expert. Still though, I have to accept. I typed back to Brian. Sounds great, man. Super excited to catch... That's a long message, David. Catch all those fish. Make sure your mower is in good working order because you're going to be all over my lawn this weekend. That'll show him. Brian responds back, let me know that tomorrow he'd pick us up in an hour. At an hour I had previously forgotten existed. Man, that's going to be a rough start. Amanda comes into the room from the kitchen eating a cheese stick by biting off it piece by piece like some kind of monster. Oh, fake sneeze. Oh, evil. Evil. Fake sneeze. Don't do that to me. Evil tease. Evil tease, fake sneeze. Oh my god, my nose is so tickly. What? It's called string cheese and not chompy cheese for a reason, Amanda. Did you just call me in here to criticise my controversial string cheese eating technique or what? No, Amanda, we have to go fishing tomorrow. Well, you have to go fishing. I get to play with Brian's dog. How do I become a master of fishing overnight? You went fishing in the Girl Scouts, didn't you? Nope, my stint in the Scouts was brief and purely transactional. I thought I could get free cookies, but I didn't know that I had to, like, be outside and tie knots and stuff. But I have to beat Brian. Dad, let me tell you a story. Do you remember last summer how I applied for a job at that coffee shop across town? Give me a refresher. During the interview, they asked me if I knew how to work an espresso machine, and I really wanted the job, so I lied and said yes. On that first morning, there was a line out the door, and within half an hour, I severely burned my hand, and they told me to go home and never come back. I still have a scar from that. Of course I remember. What does that have to do with fishing? The burn is a metaphor, Dad. I don't get it. You can lead a horse to water. What do horses have to do with fish and burns? Dad, please. I don't get your obsession with competing against Brian. You wouldn't understand. It's a dad thing. Please try to explain it to me. Okay, Brian's just... He just thinks that he's so much better than me, and he purposefully reminds me of that whenever he can. It's like he has to one-up me. I have to beat him at his own game. Is that what you think is happening here? No, Amanda. Okay. I know that's what's happening. Alright, Pops. We should both be getting some sleep. See you in the morning. Night, Panda. Oh, I'm sorry. I have to do it again. I'm so blunged up now. Okay. Is that better? I can sort of breathe. Hooray for being able to breathe! Okay. I brush my teeth and throw on some pyjamas. I climb into bed, set my alarm and close my eyes. Okay, sleep. I am wide awake. I can't help but think about the last time I went fishing, hoping that there's something I can glean from it to give me an edge over Brian. I was about 9 years old. My dad woke me up one morning and told me to get dressed. Oh my God, stop it! Oh my God, I keep getting this you're gonna sneeze feeling and then nothing happens. My dad woke me up one morning and told me to get dressed and meet him downstairs. It was still dark out. I had no idea what was going on, but before I knew it, we were both alone on a freezing cold lake. I had to sit there for hours until it got hot and muggy, the air thick with bugs. I picked at mosquito bites while my dad sat in stony silence, fishing pole in one hand and a beer in the other. We didn't catch anything. On the long drive home, my father bought me a pack of cigarettes and didn't say a thing. That didn't help, and I think I have some repressed sadness about my father. I'll deal with that later. I'm sitting on a boat in the middle of a body of water. I can't see any land, but I know it's a lake. The water is placid and still. I'm holding a fishing pole. And I'm runny-nosed. Oh, mute. I'm glad you're not bothered by honking guinea pigs. I'm glad that the honking hooter isn't bugging you. Okay. I don't understand why, but it feels like my life depends on catching fish right now. I cast my lure into the water and wait, and wait, and wait. My whole being is filled with hopelessness, and I watch the line disappear into the depths below. You used the wrong lure. I look up and see my father, just as he looked that one cold morning, disapproving. I'm panicking now. I pull the lure up and try to grab a different one, but all the lures in my tackle box are the exact same. I look up to my father for guidance, but he's gone. You want to date your father! I try casting again, but I can't hold my footing. My boat tips over and I fall into the water, sinking further and further. I see the multitude of fish that had been lying just below the surface, all swimming around me as if to taunt me. One fish swims up to me. He has Brian's eyes. You gotta use a neutral buoyancy lure if you're trying to catch trout, buddy. Oh, that even made me jump. I jolt awake to the sound of my alarm. It's fishing day. That would explain the weird dream. I groggily slip on clothes and get ready. I spot Amanda's door half open and see her still curled up in a mountain of blankets. Walking over to her bed, I give her a tiny kiss on the forehead. Fishing day, kiddo. You ready? No. Well, you gotta get up. I can't do this without you. Also, stop sleeping in your clothes. Amanda pulls her comforter over her head. Never. Amanda, I'll get up in a minute. Alright, Brian should be here in 20, so you better not just go back to sleep. Amanda sticks her hand through the blanket to wave me away. I leave her room and make myself some coffee and another cup with lots of cream and sugar for Amanda whenever she gets up. Amanda eventually wanders in and chugs her coffee while I do a word jumble. I hear the doorbell ring. That must be Brian. Still rubbing her eyes, we walk outside to see Brian. He's decked out in fishing gear. Daisy's falling asleep next to him. Early bird gets the worms, buddy. You ready to fish? I was born ready. My eyes narrow in on Brian. It's a good day to die. Hop on in, guys. Let's just get this fishing party started. I walk over to the driver's side door and open it. Woof woof. Brian's dog immediately hops into the driver's seat, wagging his tail furiously. Can I see your license, sir? Maxwell, let David sit. Maxwell obediently hops into the back to cuddle with Daisy. Amanda settles in next to Maxwell and Daisy immediately falls asleep. You ready for an adventure? I'm ready for glory. I struggle to stay awake as we drive to the outskirts of town. Country music plays quietly from the radio as I watch trees pass by. So where exactly are we headed? It's about an hour north of here, a little spot I've been going to since I was a kid. My dad used to take me there all the time. I don't think anybody else knows about it. I bought everything we need so we can catch some trout, have a nice little fire and enjoy the nature. My fishing pole is in the shop, getting tuned up. Do you maybe have an extra I could borrow? But of course, it's probably not as nice as it sounds like yours is, though. Right. I'm digging a hole here. I stare out at the forest lining the highway. The sun is just barely over the horizon. It looks like midday from this picture. Scattering dusky pink light through the trees. For a split second, I spot a deer grazing on the side of the road before it leaps back into the brush. After a nice quiet drive, Brian eventually tells me to pull off the highway and onto a dirt road. The car bumps along until we reach a clearing that opens up into a magnificent lake. Well, here we are. I step out of the car and help Brian unload our gear as Maxwell runs around us barking. The kids wake up and wander to the shore, where Daisy tries to teach us and Amanda how to skip rocks. Brian and I carry the tackle boxes and cooler down to the edge of the lake, where he has a canoe waiting. Ah, great. It's still in one piece. Hold on. Help me out with Maxwell. Oh, it's you. I wondered who was making the noise. I help Brian place a tiny dog-sized life vest onto Maxwell. Oh, that's adorable. Woof, woof. All right, your turn. Brian hands me a lime green life vest. I don't like the first one, but you don't refuse a life jacket. I can swim, thanks. Oh, he's angry. I know how to swim, Brian. Suit yourself. Am I going to drown now? Brian turns to Amanda and Daisy, who are still skipping rocks. You kids want to fish? Aww. I'm good with just throwing rocks into the water. Amanda hurls a rock into the pond with gusto. Yeah, take that, water. Amanda, you're supposed to be skipping them. Is that what we're doing? Daisy, don't you want to fish? I think catching fish is kind of inhumane. We're going to go explore the woods. We're knocking them out with rocks is fine. We're going to explore the woods and look at bugs and stuff. Alright, be safe. Don't go too far. Brian puts the life vest around himself and we throw all of our equipment into the canoe. Maxwell happily jumps in and takes his place looking out over the front of the boat. I get into the canoe as Brian shoves off. We paddle together and get ourselves into the middle of the lake. Don't just stand up in the boat. You're going to overbalance. You're a big guy. Most freshwater fish usually feed at dusk and dawn, which is why I had to get you up so early. Yeah, I know. That's pretty common fisherman knowledge after all. Fisherman knowledge that I am knowledgeable about. Still a gambling man? You know it. Let's see who can catch more fish. You can catch more than one? Sounds easy enough to me. What's on the line? Besides all the fish I'm going to catch, obviously. I was thinking something a little more high stakes than mowing the lawn. Custody of our children? More than that. Let's say if I win, I get your weed whacker. The Whackmaster 2000. The Innuendo Master 2000? That's a limited edition. But if you win, you get my pole saw. Everything's just dirty. The Reach and Cut 3000. The cordless version? That's the one. Shit, the Reach and Cut 3000 is state of the art. My weed whacker is a prized possession, but there are those hard to reach branches at the back of the yard that have been begging for a pruning. You're on. We shake on it. I suddenly remember that I don't know how to fish. My foolish fatherly pride will one day be my undoing. I watch as Brian ties a lure and does some stuff I can't quite follow with his fishing pole. He casts into the lake. Oh boy, now I have to do that. I stare down at the tackle box and at the pole in my hand. Stretch before physical activity. Because I'm such a pro fisherman, I anticipate a lot of physical movements over the course of this fishing session. To prepare for such activities, I will now stretch my body so that it's as limber and ready for battle. That's very responsible of you. I do a few calf stretches and some bicep pulls and crack my neck several times. I bend over and try to touch my toes, but I can't make it happen. I can barely get the tips of my fingers past my shins. Alright, my nubile body is now lithe and pliant, perfect for wrangling every trout in this lake with my bare hands. Now what? Tie a knot or something. I take my pole and try to tie an elaborate looking knot to impress Brian, the classic hunter's bend. I learned that one in my youth. Yep, this one isn't coming apart anytime soon. With this knot, I will cast my heavenly line upon the unsuspecting water and deliver us into bountiful harvest. I look over at Brian. He doesn't seem to be paying attention. Let's cast this sucker. I pull my rod back and launch the lure as hard as I can. And the lure flies off the line and sails far, far away, landing into the lake with a loud sploosh. Sorry, I judged the wind speed wrong. This cold air drives the pressure down. Go ahead and take my pole. I know it's hard switching to a new pole you're not used to. I'll fix up another lure. Brian hands me the pole with a smile and I just sit there feeling like an idiot. Oh my god. Fishing game. 3 of the same species and reel them in. So we're doing some kind of Connect 4. Oh, are things changing? I'm not fast enough to be doing this. Oh no. I'm doing nothing. I can see nothing. Nothing's in a line. Am I blind? Are they changing or are they just splashing? No, they're not changing. Okay. Oh, there's ones under the text. Oh, there's ones under the text. That's what's messing me up.
Match that fish.
Match that fish. Oh, I was supposed to push a button to start. I'm being timed? Oh, fuck off. No. But, hold on. Can I turn the corner? I do not... Get the text box out of the way. Okay. So what am I do not know what I'm supposed to do. What am I supposed to do? I have no idea. What? What's happening?
Nice catch.
Ah, okay. I was so confused.
Rainbow trout.
Okay.
Nice match. Now you're fishing.
Okay. I'm getting a grip. I totally have a total grip. I know what I'm doing. I'm gripping. Everything is so gripped.
Nice match.
Okay.
Now you're fishing. Match of the day.
Oh, I'm doing something. Something's happened. Is there a more logical one that I should do?
Match of the day.
Oh, that one. Ah. Hey. Do you know what? Considering for the majority of that, I didn't know what I was doing. I had no idea what that game was. It's probably really obvious. It's probably based on something popular, but... Is that like Candy Crush? I've never played Candy Crush. Maybe that's what it is. Okay. Well, this is way tougher than I thought. I look over to Brian, who's smiling and obviously enjoying his time out here on the lake. I will crush him. Suddenly, the fishing pole jumps in my hand. I reflexively tug it upwards. I think I got something big. The tip of the pole dips down repeatedly and the line starts to run. Reel it in. I finally get the fish right up next to the boat. It's long, beautiful rainbow trout. Brian hands me the net. It's all yours. I lean down and notice that my hands are shaking with excitement. That fish is bigger than the ones Brian caught. That pole saw is mine. I knew he was going to drown. The entire canoe tips over with me. I find myself sinking into the lake. I should have taken the life vest. All of a sudden, I'm embraced under the water and pulled into Brian's arms. I'm finally dragged upwards, sputtering water. All of our gear floats on the surface. Maxwell Doggy paddles around us in circles, having a great time.
Okay.
You alright? Does that count as one? Well, seeing as all our fish are now swimming safely back in the lake, I guess so. Brian laughs. Let's get you to shore. Brian and I flip the canoe back over and fill it with our now soaking wet gear. We row back to shore with Maxwell in tow. Oh my goodness! Once we get back to the beach, Maxwell darts off into the woods. Brian! Look at your manly chest. Brian takes off his shirt. Dots of water glisten in the sun across his strong back. Man, all that general contracting must have built that guy like an ox. I hope he doesn't notice me staring. I'm gonna get a fire going so we can dry off. Wanna hand me yours? Yes, okay. I reluctantly take off my own shirt and toss it to Brian. I suddenly wish I had done more setups in my life. Or any setups at all, really. Another thing you've bested me in, stupid sexy Brian. Stupid sexy Flanders. You might as well fry that shirt up. Seems like it's the only lunch we'll have. The day's young. We can fish from the shore. Once Brian gets the fire going, I sit and try and dry off my pants. Brian sets a couple of lures out by the water's edge. We're probably going to have to put the kibosh on the competition for now. Until another day. My stomach growls.
I don't know about that.
You hungry? Oh, I'm fine. Brian reaches into his cargo shorts and pulls out a few granola bars. I have a small child. I am flush with snacks. Brian joins me by the fire and I accept the cargo short granola. And now we're back to waiting. Where did the girls get off to? Shouldn't they be back by now? I wouldn't worry about it too much. They're a couple of smart kids. That's what I'm worried about. They're too smart. They've probably established a small rural government by this point and installed themselves as leaders. I take a look around, the sun cresting the tree line, casting the entire lake in warm golden glow. The forest seems to be coming alive now. Birds chirp in the distance. Wow, nature is beautiful. A mosquito bites me. I slap my neck and curse. Nature sucks. Here you go, bud. Brian hands me a bottle of bug spray. I begrudgingly take it and douse myself. I've always hated how this stuff smells. Really, I've always kind of likes it. Reminds me of being outside. Maybe you and I have different sentiments on the outdoors. Maxwell comes bounding up to me, a huge stick in his mouth. He drops it on my feet and looks at me expectantly. Break the stick in half to assert your dominance? Leave the dog alone. I hurl the stick as hard as I can towards the tree line. Maxwell boats after it, running as fast as his stubby little legs can carry him. Which, consequently, is not very fast. It's very cute, though. Nice throw, David. I turn away so he can't see me blush. Maxwell brings the stick back to me, clearly proud of himself. Good boy, Maxwell. You're a very good and speedy boy. You're the world champ of fetch. It's time for the pets. What's the plan? Behind the ear. Always. Give Maxwell some nice little scratches behind his floppy ears. He responds in kind by licking my face. He really likes you. Be careful, he's going to try and follow you home if you keep that up. I scratch Maxwell's ears more intensely. I'm going to steal your dog, Brian. We both laugh, but I'm only kind of kidding. While I'm playing with Maxwell, fish begin routinely pulling on Brian's lines. I watch Brian effortlessly fillet the fish, squeezing a bit of lemon in them and frying them up in a cast iron pan. Before we know it, we have a feast fit for a couple of shirtless dudes. Amanda and Daisy emerge from the woods looking totally unscathed. Well, Dad Bod Patrol, I'm going to have to issue you both with a citation and demand you both put your shirts on. There are children present. Brian tosses me my now dry shirt. I pull it over my head, thankful that I will no longer be distracted by Brian and his pecs. Where have you guys been? Studying entomology. What? We were playing with bugs. I expected you guys to be more covered in, like, mud and stuff. Daisy looks offended. What do you take me for, a child? Is that you, Kachansky? Amanda puts a hand on Daisy's shoulder. Ugh. Right. We take a seat around the fire and Brian serves us all generous piles of fish on paper plates. It's absolutely delicious. Why does he have to be good at everything? Fish taste okay? Daisy and Amanda both nod furiously, mouths full of fish. It's incredible. I've never had fish this good. Yeah, it's great. Old Harding family recipe. Why are your pants wet? Well, Amanda, we were out there on the lake and then I accidentally tripped over that boat. Don't worry, all the gear floated to the surface, so we didn't lose anything, right, David? Yeah, that's exactly what happened. I can't believe he just covered for me. Gosh, he even humbles me. He's trying to beat me at everything, including my world-famous sense of humility. We finish our fish and end up playing catch with Maxwell for a little while before we decide to head out. After cleaning up the camp, we pack up the station wagon and let Maxwell into the back seat. The poor pup falls asleep in a cuddle puddle with Amanda and Daisy. They've had a long day. Been an ordeal today, but let me drive you guys home. I want to prove that I'm most awake dad on the block, but yeah, I'm beat. Fine. As we drive away, I take one last look at the lake disappearing behind us and smile. I rest my head against the window and the low rumble of the dirt road behind us lulls me into a peaceful sleep. We've got different music. I will mute and let you listen to it while I blow the hell out of my nose. Okay. Sleepyhead. I open my eyes and realise that I dozed off in the car. I self-consciously wipe a bit of drool off my chin. Oh, hey, I was resting my eyes. Just in case we suddenly have to jump into any sort of conflict, so I'm super awake for it. I'm ready to fight. With my strong arms. It's all good. You earned some rest, buddy. Thanks for coming out with us today. I had a lot of fun with you. Thanks for inviting us. I also had fun, actually. Glad to hear it. Take it easy, yeah? You too. Take it the easiest. Brian chuckles to himself as he unloads the car. Amanda and I get inside and immediately collapse onto the couch. Long day. Yep. I was so close to that pole saw. Pole saw? Yeah, Brian and I were competing to see who could catch the most fish and... Stop. Why do you care so much? Manda Panda, just look at the guy. He's so obviously got my number and he's rubbing my face in it. Ugh. Dad, I love you. But you're kind of dumb sometimes. Dumb or clearly the superior dad? You know what? I don't have any of the energy required to properly unpack your weird fixation with asserting your masculinity. I'm going to bed. Night. Amanda, she just disintegrated into the floor. Slides off the couch and face down onto the floor. I'm a tired slug. Amanda, that floor is disgusting. I don't care. Well, night, honey. Night, Pops. My daughter dissolved. Okay, what's my rating? Hey.
Great date.
Thank you, Brian. It was a great date, apparently.